Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Subnautica on the PS4. I hope you all had a very good Christmas and are looking forward to a very good new year. I'm back after taking a bit of a break over the Christmas period. I had a few episodes that I pre-recorded just before Christmas and then just released on a schedule, so haven't actually done any recording now for about a week, give or take, a day or two. It feels good to be back. And apologies if it's taken a while to get through some of your comments. Obviously, I just completely ignored the channel for a few days to take a nice little recharge and a refresh session over Christmas itself. I am now back. I've gone through all those comments as best I can and replied to a lot of them. I do thank you for those. Do keep them coming in. It's always good to hear from you guys. And as you can see, the base has undergone some quite significant changes. I'm actually in the process of just finishing off some of those changes now, so I'll go through those with you in just a second. There are a couple of little bits that I do need. What else am I missing? Oh, I've got everything I need. Right, so first things first, this room is new. I've relocated most of the base into a more compact but multi-level form, and obviously we've added in a new bay here for the prawn suit, as you can see as well. The other moon pool has been decommissioned, door, like that. So we have the two bays side by side. The grow room observatories are gone and have been replaced with an actual multi-purpose room for growing stuff, and I'll give you the full tour in just a second. Plonk that. If actually we'll keep that one out of here for now. So let's start, I suppose, outside. It's going to be the easiest way to go through everything. So these platforms here, these were the platforms that were here before. There was a scanner room up here, that's gone, as you can see. This was and still is our alien containment facility, and I've built another room above it so that we can extend our containment facility up another floor, as I have been told by a number of people in the comments now that you can actually stack alien containment facilities on top of each other and they all become one large super container. So we're going to do that here. We're going to put two floors together and maybe possibly in the future go a third floor high. All of this stuff over here though, this is all gone. So there was a moon pool about here, and you remember I used to keep hitting, it's about here actually, this was the unload point, and I kept hitting this every time I sent the Seamoth out. It would always bounce off that and then we would drift on. So all of the stuff that was here is gone, as you can see. I've relocated the scanner room down here. We've now got a stack of 3 multi-purpose rooms over there. This one here was there before, it's not changed. That's with the bioreactor. It's in there, and the water filtration. I have flipped the bioreactor around to a different angle, so it's now positioned as we, with a control panel here. Water filtration system is still just there. We are getting a bit thirsty. Let's grab a drink. Oh, a big thank you as well to, I think it was, who was it? I really must get in the habit of remembering names on comments. A lot of the things that have been pointed out in this, multiple people have pointed out, but it was one person in particular. It was, and I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but Marcis pointed out that with the filtration system, I don't have to keep taking the salt out. I can just leave the salt there, and it will just keep filtering water in the other 2 slots. So because I'm now pretty much loaded with salt and haven't got a need for any more, I don't have to keep taking the salt out to generate more salt. So really, really big thank you for that one. And that's going to save me a lot of hassle going forward. So the scanner room's in here. I'm going to be upgrading the scanner room today with some nice little upgrades. Improve our range, get the HUD mod in there as well. And then I've put a little door on the side, easy access to our grow beds, so we've always got immediate access to bio-organic material to throw into the bioreactor, just there. Going up a level, this is our new sort of main function room. So we've got our battery charger on the wall with a radio there, the modification station and the fabricator. A locker for gold and silver, and then a locker for precious materials, so rubies and diamonds. A locker for glass and the relevant components for glass, so quartz, that's enamelled glass. I've kept the other bits out of there, but I might put them in there. Synthetic materials, so things like fibre mesh and other things that we create, like this rubber, for example. Let's put the silicon rubber in there. Electronic, there's kind of got a few other bits and bobs thrown in there just as I was moving stuff around. On this side we have a locker for titanium, one for other metals, one for minerals, and then I just dumped that there just to get it out of my locker storage. Then I've got a natural locker, so this is for things like table coral samples, stalker teeth, sulfur, other bits and bobs. An organic one. This is actually where I'm going to be putting table coral samples, because these are organic plant life kind of materials. So I'll throw those in there, and then we'll put things like coral shell plate and coral tubing in there as well where we need it, and then just an other locker, which this is where I need to kind of throw things like the toy car and some other bits. This is just like a miscellaneous locker at the moment, or it will be once it's done. So that's this room. If we go along the top, that's some water being prepared. This is the other part of our alien containment facility, and you can see I've added a ladder here as well, so we can move between floors relatively easily from this side. I've then put in some bulkheads, and I had a real problem as I was doing this with constantly weakening the base too much as I was relocating and moving things around. So the bulkheads are there to help with that, but one of the other things I did was actually put in a reinforcement plate there, which adds, I think, 7 structural integrity to the base just from that one panel. So that's really helpful. I've put that in, and I might possibly put a couple more of those in later. You just need titanium and lithium. I think 3 titanium and 1 lithium to make one of those. This is our prawn bay. I've got the 2 prawn posters either side of our panel just there. And now we've got our panel here for the sea moth in the sea moth bay. I've got 2 power cell chargers now. One has got power cells in, the other one doesn't. And then I've got a first aid kit here. And then 2 of these glass lockers. These hold more things. So this is where we're going to be storing provisions, and then this one is for equipment. So you can see I've got weaponry, the grav ball in there, my sea glide, my radiation helmet, which apparently I won't need anymore now that we fixed the radiation leak. I can just make do with the rebreather helmet. Although if we do go back to the Aurora, we may still possibly need that. Then the pump with piping, which we've never used, but we have anyway. Some flares. Those upgrades there, we don't really need that at all, so I might I don't know, I might see if I can find somewhere to just bin that, I suppose, possibly, or just dump it somewhere. Of course, if I dump it, I'm probably going to find it somewhere and go, ooh, I found a module. I don't know. And that's pretty much it. It's a very self-contained little base at the moment. Oh, and there's a double ladder here. That obviously goes back down to the reactor. This one goes up to the planting room. So this is the third of the multi-story rooms, or multi-purpose rooms up here. I've got an empty bed just here. We're going to go back and find marble melons, hopefully, so we can throw those in there, and maybe anything else that we kind of like the look of we could throw in there. I've got potato plants over here, and then I've got bulbo trees in here, and I'm very hungry and thirsty, so let's arm the knife. And just hack away at the tree. plant one of those back. There we go. And that's it. We're almost completely dealt with. Let's take a potato. Let's top our food levels up. Beautiful stuff. There we go. So, yeah, that is the base. And obviously I've got some windows just for the nice pretty view as well. No windows on that side because I'd just be staring at the back of the moon pool. So, yeah, I've been very, very busy, as you can see, with a complete restructure of the base, complete reorganisation. And for the most part, I'm very happy. There's space for us to grow as well, space for us to kind of really stretch out if we need to going forward. So we don't really take up that much space now, as you can see. We've got room over here to add in another, let's put the torch on, room here for another level on the multi-story if we want to expand our alien containment even more. And then we've even got space to maybe do something over here going off that way as well if we want to. And that scanner room just hangs nicely over the edge there. So overall, yeah, I'm very happy with our new look little base. It does its job, and I just put a glass window panel, you know, a glass tube in here just because I thought it'd be quite nice to just see what's growing out there and maybe get a bit of light thrown in there from whatever's growing. There are some other bits and bobs I do want to put in these beds. I want to go and get some weeds from Stalker territory so that we can grow our own materials, you know, for things like lubricant and rubber again, without having to head off to those areas. Let's go and grab some of that now. What's my inventory like actually before we leave?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That's pretty good.
All systems online.
I've pretty much picked this wreck clean now of scrap metal, and I have also, on another playthrough, I have been exploring this in a bit more depth to try and find a way around that door that wouldn't open, and I have found one. I haven't checked it on this playthrough yet, so I don't know if it's going to work, but fingers crossed it should. Oh, just a fish exploded on the front of our ship there. So where is the writhing weed? Is it writhing weed? No, it's not writhing weed. It's I can't remember the name of it now. This stuff. This is what I was talking about. Creepvine. That's what it is. Let's grab some creepvine. And while I'm down here, I want to grab some creepvine seeds as well. Loads of things I haven't scanned on this. So many things. It's yeah, even basics and things like the peeper. I haven't even scanned the peeper on this file yet. I really do need to get in the habit of scanning on this save file a lot more. I think that's one of the reasons we've been struggling with so many recipes, is because we haven't been scanning stuff, so it hasn't been unlocking those recipes as we scan other things. It may possibly be slowing us down a bit in terms of, you know, just basic storyline progression as well. We do need to advance our storyline a little bit more soon as well, so we will be going over to the Laser Island at some point in the very near future. We haven't been there since our first failed playthrough, and I've kind of avoided going there, and it's time for us, I think, to go back. Actually, we can just go outside for this because I just want to plant this stuff. It'd be quicker. We just swim around like this. So let's see, will this go in there? Oh, it will, look. Oh, that's kind of cool. Right, I'm going to actually craft with those. Let's go into the base here. Actually, we've got nothing in here. Let's throw those in there. And I want to replace, because I used it up recently, I want to replace my lubricant. Just so I've got one. Because I get the feeling we might well need another lubricant in the near future. So let's see. I suppose put that into... No, it wouldn't. No, it would be crafted. Let's put it in the other for now. There we go. What was the other stuff? Oh, it's the electronic file. I need to move some stuff out of here. These random bits. Put those in here. I'll take the lubricant out. Actually, I will move it somewhere else. So, toy, cap, bum, and I'm not sure where to put this poster. We'll put it in storage for now. I suppose I could put it there. I suppose. Never mind. Let's see. Let's put the lubricant in with synthetics. There's naturally derived lubricant. Well, yeah, we'll stick it in there. There's no, must go in the right box kind of thing. I'm happy to kind of compromise. I mean, whether you would class lithium as a metal is up to you. Lead, I suppose you could class as a metal. Magnetite is a metal oxide, and then obviously I've got my copper in there, which is a kind of metal. So there's no hard and fast rule of hardcore definitions. It's a little bit loose. I've just got salt in there at the moment. I'm going to need quite a bit of glass. I've only got enough to make one bit so far, so we'll have to find some more quartz. There's a lot of it around in this kind of red weed area. We've picked some of this area clear, but we can certainly find more stuff there. I also want to start looking at upgrades for the scanner room. Let's go down, that'll be quicker. There's a scanner room. I've had all sorts of issues trying to figure this thing out. It was continually scanning for copper before we moved it over here, and that was because I didn't know how to turn it off, and I didn't realise that to do that you simply we want to scan for quartz, don't we? And I've been told as well that when I scan like this it'll only pick up large deposits and not small bits. So that's a large deposit of quartz, which is over by the wreck, which is pretty close. But I didn't know how to stop it from scanning, and I didn't realise that you actually have to highlight the X like that, and it will stop it from scanning. I was letting it scan and scan and scan. If I put it back on quartz for a second, letting it scan and scan and scan, and I was coming up to this, and I was looking on the sides, and nothing happening, and I was moving around on here, but I never dropped my cursor low enough to move over the X, and I was like, I can't. I was pressing X and trying other buttons, I couldn't get this to turn off, and I did realise that was what I had to do. Same with the cameras though, I can't seem to get the cameras to turn off once they turn back on, so I need it as they are for now. Right, I want some upgrades. I want a scanner room HUD chip, I want a range upgrade, and a speed upgrade. So that one I can do straight away. I have gold and silver in plentiful supply. This one I can do, and that one needs a computer chip, which I might have enough copper to do that as well. Let's have a look. So I want a couple of gold and a silver. I want some magnetite, at least 2 pieces of magnetite. I need to make a computer chip, so I need copper. So I need a copper wiring and then copper wiring for the computer chip. That's all my copper gone. I also need some table coral samples for the computer chip as well. So I start putting all of those bits together. That's the 2 bits of copper wire. There's my computer chip. And I think we've got everything else we need. We can always go back up again if we need it. Oh wow, look at that. Maybe it is picking up random small bits of quartz as well. Look how much quartz is suddenly popping up on our scanner. That's awesome. So we want a HUD chip. And this I'm really looking forward to. And that doesn't actually go into the upgrade slot. So that actually goes into the spare slot on our suit. So I was always wondering where that went. Or what went in there. Now I know. Oh, I need more copper for the Scalaroon range upgrade. Alright, we'll have to go and find some more copper. But look at that, look. All those bits of quartz are now highlighted. Really easy to find on our HUD there. And that is where the chip lives. On our suit, on our right shoulder, just there, on our right hand slot, just there. I think that's awesome. So let's go hunting for some quartz. We'll go out with the sea moth. Actually, no, let's go with the prawn suit. Let's use our giant freaking robot suit. That's storage. Let me get in my prawn. Suppose I better get in the proper way up the ladder. There we go. Because it's on the top. It's not like the sea moth where you can get in from any angle. So let's go get some quartz. And look at this. There's a bit right here. That's awesome. There's going to be a load of bits, I think, down in this trench area down here. They might be in caves, actually. I know there are a few caves off the side here. Oh, more. Didn't mean to come down that far. But there is one in here. Oh, I wonder if we're immune to the stingers in this. We are, but they are solid, so we can't walk through them. Okay. Just waiting for another sand shark to poke his head up now, and that's what will happen to him. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. He's running, look. He's terrified of getting in a fight with us. He can't wait to get away. Here he's coming back for more. Bosh, bosh. He's gone. I don't know where he's gone now. Lost sight of him. Never mind. Let's go get some more quartz. Yeah, come on. You really didn't learn your lesson the first time, did you? And he's gone. This is so cool with that HUD display. Just popping all those resources in front of us. Obviously, this is a little bit slow that we're in the prawn suit, but it's still very cool. I'd like to look at getting some upgrades for the prawn suit this episode as well, if we can. Get the drill arm, for example, or the grappling arm, maybe even the torpedo arm. Such an effective way of finding those materials, and the scanner just keeps picking up more and more and more as it increases its range. Look how much is showing up now. That's crazy to see it just spawning in like that. How much have we grabbed? I can't tell without getting out and having a look at the inventory that way. We've still got plenty of inventory space left, I think. And going forward, we'll set up, you know, additional sort of little mini depots, mini sort of launching sites, you know, in other locations around the map. So we'll build, you know, smaller bases that'll have maybe just Maybe just and a scanner room and a single multi-purpose room. Maybe not even a multi-purpose room, maybe just a corridor to connect the two together. Just so that we can you know, set scanner stations up in various different places, because there's going to be a limit to, even when we upgrade the range. I think there's going to be a maximum limit before everything just becomes too far away to see. That's one way to try. Oh, we've got a fish. We did grab a fish. I had to punch it to death first, but I grabbed the fish. Alright, let's have a look. Is that going to be enough? How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. Let's get just one more bit, so we've got even numbered bits. There's a bit in front of us. There we go, and let's head back to our new prawn bay. I need to think of a name for the prawn suit. A giant freaking robot suit isn't going to fit. I'm pretty sure of that. I could call it GFRS. You know, the Thunderbird's FAB thing isn't really going to work with a robot suit because they never had one. I don't know, maybe we could just keep that JBPG numbering going. I don't know. I need to think about it. Feel free to let me know your suggestions. Alright, so we've got a lot of glass. I get the feeling I've forgotten something. Something else I meant to get. Oh, I needed more copper, didn't I? I'll tell you what. We'll actually go out in the sea moth, because there's something else I want to do. Something else I want to address that's been mentioned in the comments by quite a few people. And that is the location of the pad that I kept missing inside the mushroom caves. So there's an access point here, which I think brings us out pretty close to the Degassi outpost itself. There's another one also, apparently, that I haven't seen, which is supposed to be on the floor near one of these big mushrooms. That could be anywhere, so I'll have to probably have a look for that in my own time. I mean, we scoured this area a little bit. Right, where is the Degassi base from here? Let's give ourselves a bit of a head start and let's turn off the camera drones. There we go, let's turn on the marker for the proposed habitat. Ah, there we go, it's that way. So I actually came in at the wrong side of the cave. I got my entrances mixed up, or my potential outpost locations mixed up, from that small little platform area over there where we came in to this one over here. Got them the wrong way round. And still we go. Oh, this is further away than I thought. We've got an unopened storage locker. I could have sworn I opened this last time we were down here. Hey, it's another battery. You can never have too, especially at this time of year, actually. all those toys and presents and gadgets that people have been getting, and batteries not included. Not a problem for me. I have a bountiful supply, as you can see. So, once again, we're still getting these ones we've already collected spawning in, but the one I missed is here. This is the one that everyone kept pointing out to me. Log number 2. Oops, it's stung.
Integrating new PDA data.
Where's my sea moth? I can see the lights. There it is, right next to me. So, log number 2 is Paul Torgle's log.
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than a kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degazi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
So that is supposed to also pop up a location for the shelter that we've already been to, but it doesn't, as far as I can tell. There is... Oh no, there we go. Proposed Degazi habitat at 500 meters. So it does pop it up. So that's why everyone's been saying it's such an important pad, because it gives you the location of the habitat that we've stumbled across on a couple of occasions now. The one we raided last time out, where we avoid... So there we go. We've found Paul's log number 2. Now we need to find a way out of here. Ooh, I can't remember if there is an easy way, a quick way out of here. I don't think there is. We'll have to move through here a bit more first. And we need to find some more copper. So we'll do that on the way back to our base. Running very low on food and water already. Using the prawn suit does seem to wear us out quite quickly. Ah, okay, so there's that area there. So there's an entrance very close by. Oh man, still got all the quartz showing up. We're going the wrong way for the entrance. I think it's this side. We're going to take some damage, I think, possibly, but there's our exit. In terms of, you know, our fluid level getting a bit low, but we should be okay. Should be able to make it back with copper supplies before that becomes an issue. There's our base. over there. There is a little... That's a... I'm trying to work out whereabouts we are compared to the wreck. Alright, so the wreck's going to be over there. So we want to be heading that way. There goes another fish. All that quartz. I should probably have tuned that for copper. In fact, let's do that. Let's see if it will pick up copper for us, and then we can get our food and drink situation sorted while it starts scanning. And then we'll see. I think we've probably picked the area. Oh wait, no, it won't necessarily pick up copper, will it? It'll only pick up limestone or large copper deposits. Now, quartz is a material that is just naturally found in its own, on its own state. So, yeah, we might not actually be able to scan for copper deposits. We'll try, but I don't think it's going to find anything. I wonder if we can scan for limestone instead. Let's just deal with our food and drink situation first of all. Put one of those back in and
Vital signs.
eat the others. There we go. We're in good shape. Scanner room. Oh, that's up. I want to go back down. There we go. I say, I'm pretty sure we can't actually. Oh, wow, that is. that's really cool to see. So let's stop scanning. Now that I know how to stop scanning, let's look for copper ore. Oh, did I see limestone? Yeah, limestone chunk. That's what we want to scan for. And straight away we're starting to get limestone popping up. That's good because we can either get titanium or copper from that. So that'll work out quite nicely. Let's take the water out of there so that we can get that restarted. I love the way the legs just hang out the bottom of the pool like that. It almost looks like there's a clipping error and someone's fallen through the floor. Let's put these bottles of water in our provisions locker. That's the wrong one. There we go. And let's go find some copper. It'll be quicker to use the sea moth. Oh wow, we've got two pieces right here that I never spotted. Straight away, copper in the first one. Great start. Titanium in that one. I want to try and get as much copper as I can, so we only need a couple of pieces, but I'm going to stay out a little bit longer than just a couple of pieces. There's an egg back there. I'd like to... Oh, just got run over by our own sea moth. That wasn't very clever. Too much of a hurry to get out. I'm going to grab that egg, throw that into our containment unit, see what pops out. Thought I saw a second one. Yes, there it is. Still undiscovered as such, or as yet, a creature egg. We've already identified sand sharks, so it's not a sand shark egg. Wow, look how much limestone is over here that we hadn't found before. This one could be a tricky one to get. There's a sand shark right there. Go. Relatively straightforward. skedaddle out the area nice and quickly. Big chunk of salt there. I don't need salt ever again. We've got more than enough to keep us going, and we can just make more, you know, with minimum effort and fuss with our water purification plant. So we'll never ever need to harvest, you know, salt ever again. More copper. That's good. More titanium this time. Chunk over here. I have to say, I love this scanner room HUD pop-up thing. That's awesome. It's going to make finding resources so much easier. And when we upgrade the range, then we could use it to find all sorts of things that would be useful to us. Is that another egg? No, it's just a bit of scenery. Right, where is that limestone? There it is. It's titanium. Well, look at this. You know, I can see that there's a piece inside this cave before I even go in there. There it is. And it's copper as well, even better. Any more in here? The only difficult thing is there's no real kind of depth or range. But I mean, I suppose it would just be insane if they put range on each of those. It would just get so tricky to decipher with all those different things overlapping each other. Maybe it's not a bad thing. There's no range on them. We'll grab these bits of... No, I'll leave those there. You can always go back for those another time. How much copper have I got now? Oh, 6 bits. That'll be enough. That's enough for now. Again, we've got a load of limestone over there in that little cave network over there. So if we ever do need more copper, we haven't got to go too far to go finding it. I just seen another egg. Just gonna go grab that egg. Have we identified this one? No, apparently not. I could have sworn that we identified those eggs. They should pop up now that we have identified, you know, sea sharks. Maybe it's not a sea shark egg. I just thought I'd done that egg and got a sea shark out of it. Very strange. Let's go put this in containment. There is our sea shark. Oh, I've got 2 of them in here. The other eggs haven't hatched yet. Drop, drop, drop. There we go. I've got 5 of those eggs. Oh, see, I thought they were blue. It must have been just the lighting. I'm going to grab the sand sharks. I'm going to throw that. Actually, I'm not going to have space for both of them. But I'm going to use these to power my reactor. They won't go. They're still... Wow. That weed lasts for ages. Oh, look at that. We've got seeds growing. That's brilliant. Right, let's throw the sand shark back in here. There we go. I suppose I could have released him into the wild, but we'll leave him in there as fuel for the generator. So, what did I need? I needed to craft... I just needed copper, wasn't it? I think that was all I needed. It's just actual piece of copper. Gone up instead of down again. There we go. Yes, there we go. For some reason I thought I needed 2 bits. Never mind. So we should have 2 upgrades. There we go. Speed and range. Let's put those in. There we go. And theoretically, I wonder if I could craft additional range mods and stack those. Let's try that. We've got some more magnetite. Alright, yeah, I don't want to craft them both just yet, but I want to see, is that going to really dramatically increase the range? Oh, it is, look, yeah. It's suddenly popping all the way out here. Oh, man, look at that. And you can see, I'm guessing that's the mushroom caves underneath as well. That's pretty awesome. Let's turn off the limestone scan, otherwise it's just going to see nothing but little yellow circles everywhere, little golden circles. I'm going to throw another range upgrade in there as well. Doesn't need to go a long way. There we go. So, increase the range even more, theoretically. It does look as though it's changed the edge a little bit. But you can see it still has a maximum range that it can go before you run out of space. So we may well need to... Well, we are definitely going to need to build additional scanners elsewhere in other locations. So that's our scanner room upgraded. We want to see if we can upgrade the prawn suit as well, don't we? Let's go back up to the prawn bay. I want to get a drill arm so we can harvest some of those big chunks of stuff, and maybe a grappling arm perhaps, or we'll see. So, prawn suit thermal reactor recharges power cells in hot areas. Depth module. Yeah, we could do with it. We haven't got any nickel, so we can't do that one. Jump jet upgrade would be nice. Don't have any crystalline sulfur yet, or nickel. Grappling arm. I need an advanced wiring kit, benzene, and some lithium. I have the ability to make the other materials. The drill arm, 4 diamonds and some lithium. Let's do that. I want the drill arm. So, 4 diamonds. What was the other thing? I've forgotten already. 4 diamonds. Is it lithium? Yes, 4 diamonds and 1 lithium. I've already got enough titanium on me. So, there's my precious locker. There it is. So, 4 diamonds. There we go. It would have taken me ages to do that before we found the sea treader area. And 1 lithium. There we go. I'm going to throw that lead that we found in there as well, and copper as well, actually. There we go. That's a bit of a weird glow. Where's that coming from? Oh, but that's coming from my seed clusters outside. There it is. My drill arm. So let's fit that. Where do I fit the upgrades? Oops. I'm trying to remember where I fit them now. I think the area is actually by the Oh, it's there. It was near the roof. I remembered that much. So, there we go. Drill arm equipped. I want to try this bad boy. Ah! Keep falling in the water. Let's try that again. Try and get in without falling. We're in. Oh, look at that drill. Oh! That's going to do some damage. Right, now, I know we don't need it, but I know there's a big cluster of salt somewhere over here. I'm just going to go and attack it just because I haven't... Here it is. Just because I want to try drilling something for the first time. Wow, look at that. Oh, and you just keep drilling. So it breaks it off in chunks and stages. Until you stop. Ah, the second you stop, whatever you drilled gets collected. That's cool. I've now got 4 salt that I don't need in my storage module. But that's cool. That's really sweet. So now, if we want to go looking for a big lump of lithium or gold or something like that, we can scan it with the scanner room. And we can go drill it. I like that. I really do. Oh, come on. Stop falling in. It's getting ridiculous. I tried to walk over the top and yeah, you can't do that. So how am I going to get to my storage module? There it is. Let's start taking these bits out. Oh, I've got that fish in there. I completely forgot I punched the fish. I've got 3 bits of salt, not 4. I'll tell you what, let's make ourselves a snack for the road. There's fish floating around in here. They need to patch that. Fish just swimming through your base randomly like that. I hear the pop of some water. Let's make ourselves some cured food. A cured boomerang. Road snacks. And I'll make some more glass as well. Because I may still yet put a couple more windows in the hub. Oh, no, I know what I need the extra glass for. I remember now. I need it for a second alien containment unit. I knew there was a reason I'd gone out for that glass. So what do I actually need? Containment unit. What was that? Oh, was that a spotlight? There it is. 5 glass, 2 titanium. I need more 2 titanium for my locker here. I knew there was a reason I'd gone for that glass and I couldn't remember what it was. Now I know. It's for a second one of those. And there we go. Look at that. We have a really big alien containment unit now. And if I am right... Yep, look at that. Look, they've gone swimming upstairs. In the upper room. Brilliant stuff. Anything hatched yet? They're thinking about it. A little wibble and a wiggle. I wonder if I need to put stuff in the grow bed just to encourage them to grow. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's a pretty good place for us to end this episode. We've made some nice little upgrades to our base in terms of the base itself. Obviously, most of that happened off camera, but we've also upgraded our scanning room. We have upgraded our prawn suit, which is just to try that out on a material that we actually need. Yeah, that glow is coming from those sea clusters. And we've added a second level to our alien containment facility. So I think it's been a reasonably successful episode. I think we've not necessarily achieved a huge amount of stuff, but we have achieved, important stuff, including grabbing finally that missing PDA from the Degassi outpost. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Subnautica very soon.